My intentions for being an artist always revolved around this one question: wanting to know why things are the way that they are, and wanting to take that and immerse people into whimsical new stories that they can be transported into. I'm gonna keep it real. Hi, my name's Michelle. I go by BaumbChell, and I want to introduce all of you guys to myself finally and kind of just get myself acquainted with everybody here and just kind of make myself, make people aware of who I am and that I'm an artist and I like to paint. I worked in animation for a year. I went to Sheridan for animation and I majored in 2D layout as my preferred medium in the realm of animation. If you want to see some examples of my professional work that I've done, I have on my website under series work examples of layouts that I've done for Little Demon and Teenage Euthanasia Season 2. Part of this channel, I want to be able to show you guys how to create effective layouts for your portfolio, or just be able to teach you guys how to create layouts in perspective and with detail that tells a compelling story to the viewer. I also have a video that I'm currently editing showing you guys my accepted animation portfolio, and I will be going over all of the requirements and things that keep in mind when it comes to creating a portfolio for Sheridan. My accepted portfolio was from 2017, so it is a little bit outdated. I know the requirements have been updated, but I will go over in this video how to create one that is effective for this current time period, so stay tuned and more about that in the future. Animation and gaming has always been my main inspiration for a lot of creative things, especially League of Legends and video game worlds. I always love the details that games have in them in order to immerse you within their world. And I think I really like to translate that into illustrations and creating visual narratives for people to indulge in. And I really like to take the time to do that through paying attention to nature, as I am someone that likes to spend a lot of time in nature, and I really like to contemplate and ponder the human experience with that as well. And just from being in animation and learning character acting, learning how to tell believable, compelling stories for the viewer, I think it just created one big perfect gift box for me to create this community and world for myself that involves analyzing the everyday, understanding why things look like they do visually, understanding it through the fundamentals and through storytelling in itself. Because there's a lot that you can see just from taking the time to observe nature, the world around you, the people around you, and they say that life imitates art, or art imitates life. So we're gonna be exploring that and pondering that with everybody here. So I want to be able to share my knowledge of what it was like to go through Sheridan for animation, and also just my experience that I had briefly in animation as well too. The tips and tricks on how to be a layout artist, and also the knowledge that I have of painting and my art fundamentals. But yes, who am I? I'm an artist, I'm a dancer, nature lover, I'm a gamer. I love all of those things. That's essentially who I am. So that's who I am, and I can't wait to explore this year my worlds with you guys, how I paint and how I create the ideas that I do, and just being able to connect with you guys and be able to create a community around these things that I love and share it with you all. Let's do some backstory time. So I started taking art seriously probably in 2013, so it's about 10 years ago, when I decided I wanted to go to school for animation and I wanted to make that my profession. So I really started to study art, and whenever I drew, I made sure that I was doing it not for leisure, more consciously, being more aware of like my fundamentals and just trying to strive towards how do I get from A to B. High school student, not knowing how to do anything, to being someone in animation, working in the industry eventually one day and being a professional. I spent my high school days painting and realizing that that's something that I really love to do, and that is something that I find complete joy and relaxation in. I knew I needed to dive into another realm of art in order to create a career for myself, and that was animation. So I spent 3 years trying to get into Sheridan for animation. I ended up starting at Sheridan in 2015 and I graduated in 2021, but I went there for art fundamentals for 1 year, and then I did the VCA route. Then I did the 4 years of animation. So in total, I was at Sheridan for 6 years, and I gained a lot of knowledge from that time period. I met a lot of people, and it was an excellent experience. I can't believe that those 6 years flew by, and that it's gone, and I'm now here where I am doing this on my own. I always knew growing up that I would probably be a freelance painter. I just knew that I was gonna be doing art for the rest of my life. So after I graduated, I didn't find work right away. I graduated around the time of the pandemic, so my last year of college was online, which was devastating because I remember going to Sheridan looking forward to being in the 4th year studio, and then it never happened. It got taken away because of COVID, which sucks, but it is what it is, and life ended up the way that it was. And made my thesis film. It's here on YouTube. Honestly, I would love to be able to recreate that one day, because I did what I could with what I had at the time, and I always wanted to make something epic. And Ennio, to me, was a serious epic character.
Do you ever wonder what your purpose is when you're born? 'Cause I often used to wonder why I was created. They called me Ennio, the one to conquer all. But their idea of me shattered when they saw what I came to be. Without a second thought, they threw me away like I was nothing.
But more about that another time. After that, I couldn't find work right away, and I ended up moving to an island in the West Coast for the summertime. And then when I came back in January, I landed a job at Atomic Cartoons. And then I worked there for a year, and after that, I ended up losing my job because the industry ran dry with work because of the writer's strike. And then since then, I also knew in my gut that I couldn't do this 9-to-5 job business for the rest of my life. And I knew I wanted to be a freelance artist and take art on my own and take it seriously and have my own autonomy when it came to creation. I took the leap of faith in January of 2023, and I joined an art studio. I joined BaumbChell Studios, and it's been history since then, and I've been here since, and I've just been painting full time with myself and the other artists here, and it's been wonderful. It's been a struggle, if I'll be completely honest with you. I work a part-time job on the side while trying to maintain this, and yeah, it's definitely the starving artist lifestyle, but I wouldn't want it any other way, because it truly shows how much it takes to really work towards your dreams and work towards your goals. And I'm meeting so many wonderful people along the way with so much passion, and it's very motivating as well to keep showing up for yourself and do better for yourself and see what limits that you can push for yourself too. So yeah, this was me this time last year. I was trying to attempt to create YouTube videos. There was me doing my car talks. I was starting to take videos of my day-to-day life, sitting with friends, recording my day-to-day, the places that I would visit, where I would go, just the serene moments of my life, the silly moments of my life, and just get you guys acquainted with who I was as an artist so that you could understand where my mind created from. This was me in my basement art studio that I lived in most of my time, most of my days, just by myself, all alone with my pole, my art books, my easel, and my computer. There I am doing a little dancey dance, just priming some canvases. But I'm really grateful for everything that I've experienced within the past year, because I feel like I have a stepping stone to jump off of in order to create this community with you guys. And that's where we are currently. Now we're in 2024, and we're about to go on one full year of doing this on my own. These videos are for me to be able to share this journey with all of you, create a community of all you guys, of little painters and fantasy lovers, animation lovers, and just whimsical world lovers, and people that just love to paint whimsical, wonderful things. It's a little bit in as well too, just to come back from earlier. Anyone that also likes to explore and understand why things are the way that they are visually and in this human experience, and loves to indulge in the lore of gaming and how in-depth the games can be when they come to creating a world and story. That's what I really want to explore when it comes to creating visuals and narratives in the worlds that I do and the things that I do. So and just anyone in general, really, that enjoys this process. But yes, look forward to what this year is going to bring. I have no clue what this year is going to bring, but I hope it brings lots of abundance to everyone in my life. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.